But I always think you should measure 3 times and cut once. We now have our first piece. Okay, so now looking, I'm going to get rid of that. Now looking at this, our second piece is the green piece there. So I'm going to cut up here. Cut along the top. Now this one is the hardest piece of the whole lot to do. All the others, they don't have enclosed cuts. So I'm going to show you how to do this, or the best way to do it. Best way to do it is with a Stanley knife, but you have to have someone who's competent enough to use it. So you cut up to there, and you cut up to there. And then you go from halfway here, less than halfway, and you cut along there, cut into that line, and then you cut along there into that line. Okay, now that's the only one you have to do that to. So there. Now this. So that's 1, 2, and this is the third one. So I'll cut all the outsides first. Cut 3. So there you have your first 3 shapes. Now what I suggest you do once you cut these is to lay them on something flat and put a book or something on them, just so that the glue sets and it sets them nice and flat. And if you do that with every one, they'll all come out nice and flat. Okay, I'm now going to show you the 7 cuts you have to make. I'll show you them individually so that you can look at them, see what shapes you have to cut out, and you can freeze the film, and then you can work from there. So the next few shots will be that. So these are shapes from cut 4. The one between cut 2 and cut 3, you actually discard this because there's nothing in it. You also discard this between cut 4 and 5. These are shapes from cut 6. And lastly, shapes from cut 7. The red one, the blue one, and the green one. Okay, so the last thing to do on this, once you've cut out your 2 sets, the trouble is you have them the same colour, so you want to distinguish the colours. So I'm using blue and red crayons, as you can see, and you can go across like this. Now, you could have started with coloured paper in the first place, but I wanted to make this video really with the most simplest of materials, and as you can see, this is alright. Could spend a bit more time doing it, but that's alright. That will be one interlocking colour. There we are. Now the next lot I'll do in red. Should have gone this way really. So there, you've got pretty distinctive separation of colours there. Okay, so there you go. Okay. Make a square there. We've got one of our chappies in there, can't we? No. Anyway, you can see how it's got to look. Right. Okay, right, the last thing we're going to do, well, maybe not the last, but is to make a little envelope for all our pieces. So what you do is get an A4 sheet of paper and just measure up 120 millimeters or 12 centimeters and just fold that. This doesn't have to be accurate really. So you fold that up to there. Then just about a centimetre fold here, and then we'll sellotape that. And a centimetre fold that side. Sellotape that. Okay. Now we fold this top along this line there. Just put a bit of tape there. Likewise fold that. God, the Japanese would hate this. Origami. That's not origami. That's butchery. And then just fold it over like that, and hey presto, you have an envelope to keep the pieces in. That's alright. There you go. Now if you wanted to, you could decorate this let's put tree checkers. That means you've got to check the trees. Okay, there you go. Okay. Okay, so now it's time to actually play the game. The rules are very simple, but I shall read you the rules anyway. So the objective is to plant as many trees within a square and tokens as possible before the moves run out. The player with the most trees and tokens when nobody else can move is the winner. Each player has 17 tiles, but selects 12 from within the bag without looking. Both players lay their tiles beside the game board so that the opponent can see them. You then choose who goes first. And you know the rules I've showed you. You just have to match up the pattern to make your go. Now you can start from either side of the board. So we'll start. We'll decide who goes. Well, the blue will go first. Okay. Now the other thing is, well, I'll show you actually. I'll start with a 1. So I'll put my tree in there. Now it's red's go. What do we have? We have a 2. There's a 1 across there, and there's 1 across there. Now you can use pennies for underneath and 5p's, but I actually found some old counters from another game, so I'm going to use the counters. So there you go. Right, now it's blue again. Okay, that's interesting. Blue's going to start from here. So blue gets 2. Now there's a point here I want to make, because if this player doesn't see that and just puts 1 down there, and the opponent sees that, before the opponent goes, he can say, "You've missed that, I'm going to put my counter underneath," so he can claim an extra point. Okay, but as it happens, that's 2 there, so here goes. Right. So now it's right. I've made 2 squares, but I've also got 2 on this one. So on this square I get 1 because and I match that and that, so that's 2 with this red. So that's 2 for that one, but I also get another one for that one. So